time to get grilling here in the valley and especially at the Springs Preserve. So to check out how well our grill is working, I've got a bunch of zucchini that I have sliced up, just tossed it in a little bit of oil, and I'm gonna spread it all over the grill. And the reason I'm spreading this all over the grill is to do what I call the hatch test. So those lovely grill marks that we get on our burgers, chicken, steak, vegetable kebabs, those are called hatch marks. And well, every grill has certain spots that are hotter than others, and so this little technique allows me to tell, as the chef working on it, which sections are the hot spots, which sections are gonna cook really quick, and which sections are gonna cook really slow. And that is very useful information because some things I want to cook really fast, some things I want to cook really slow, and some things I might want to burn and other things I might not want to burn. There is all sorts of useful information that's happening as these zucchinis are cooking. I'm getting certain zucchinis that are starting to smoke. I've had a few little hot spots on a couple. That tells me where the grill likes to flare up, where the flame might be a little bit more intense. And after about 3 minutes or so, I can start to see when the bottom's getting cooked. So then, right around then, I'm gonna go ahead and just start flipping these over. And this is going to tell me where my hot spots are and also where my cold spots are. Oh wow, look at that. I've got a really hot spot right there. All right, here's my hatch test results. I know I've got a really hot spot right here. I've got a really hot spot right here. I've got almost no action going on over here. So I'm gonna get these zucchinis off. These absolutely can be eaten. Put into some other wonderful dish. Thank you for your service, zucchinis, telling me about my barbecue. And now that I know where the hottest sections of my grill are, I'm gonna take advantage of that information with fruit. So I have fruit cut a variety of different ways. I have fruit cut into spears, I have fruit cut into cubes, and then I also have fruit cut into steaks. And then those little pieces that are cut into cubes, those went right onto a kebab. Those are smaller pieces, so I'm gonna throw those on the medium heat section. And then those steaks, I want those on my nice high heat. And you can even skewer fruit all sorts of different ways. It's a great way to even get kids involved into the kitchen, because my favorite thing was always making kebabs. As you can tell, it still is. Throw those on the grill, and they don't take very long. And you'll also notice I didn't put any oil on them. The only one that would ever really require oil would be perhaps bananas. Something that, because they're so much a different kind of starch, something that allowed them to adhere. Go ahead and flip those over. Give that pineapple a little bit longer. My mango's looking good. And this can be done with any kind of fruit. This could also be done with stone fruit. I've grilled pears, I've grilled apples, I've grilled other stone fruit, peaches, apricots. Just depends on the season and what's available and what's looking delicious. All of this fruit grills for about maybe up to 4 to 5 minutes aside, depending on how hot your grill is. What we are looking for are those really nice hatch marks before we give it a rotation, and then we'll give it a flip. And here we have our fired fruit and also our veggies that help serve us in our test to help us tell us where the hot spots in the grill were. Now these don't have to be served just plain like this. They can be garnished with, say, a little bit of cinnamon, even cayenne if you want to kick it up a notch. You could also do a little bit of vanilla syrup drizzle That happens to be a favorite of mine. Just a touch will do. The fruit's already sweet and it's been caramelized when it was on the grill. That's what those hatch marks are. Perhaps a little bit of whipped cream or even yogurt. Maple syrup's another fun add. Or just crumble up a little bit of brown sugar. Or none of that at all and just eat that delicious fresh fruit hot off the grill. Thanks for joining me. My name's Chef Cicely, and you can find me here at the Divine Cafe at the Springs Preserve. I'll hope to see you soon.